बिहार तो झांकी है, बंगाल अभी बाकी है. That is the message coming in from the Prime Minister. Fresh off a sweeping victory in Bihar, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has already sounded the poll bugle for the next big battle, that is Bengal, one of the last major states the BJP has yet to conquer. From the stage in Delhi, the message to Mamata Didi, that is Bengal Chief Minister, was unmistakable. We are coming and stronger than ever. The BJP is gearing up to replicate the Jungle Raj narrative that clicked in Bihar, hoping it will resonate just as powerfully in Bengal. But standing in their path is the TMC, a formidable force led by Mamata Banerjee, eyeing her fourth consecutive term. They have dismissed Prime Minister's war cry as a false sense of a bravado. So the big question is this. Is this the election where the BJP finally comes of age in Bengal and reaches Didi's bastion? Or is this war cry driven more by momentum than reality? Time will tell who comes out on the right side of the line, but the state of war Bengal has officially begun.
Modi! Modi! Modi!
The message unmistakable. The intent unmistakably louder. After the NDA's sweeping triumph in Bihar, Prime Minister Modi wasted no time drawing a direct political corridor from Patna to Kolkata.
गंगा जी यहाँ बिहार से बहते हुए ही बंगाल तक पहुंचती है. बिहार ने बंगाल में भाजपा की विजय का रास्ता भी बना दिया है.
With those words, BJP cadres in Bengal received their rallying cry. Senior state leaders say morale is soaring and the mission is clear. Dislodge the Trinamool Congress from power.
जो प्रो उग्रवादी शासन है, इसको हटाकर भारत के हाथ में यहाँ पे शासन व्यवस्था कायम करना है और राम राज्य प्रतिष्ठा करना है. उसको उनको गलतफहमी में रहने दीजिए. समय आएगा तो पता चल जाएगा क्या होने वाला है. वो बैठी रहेगी कि कुर्सी पीछे नीचे से चली जाएगी.
जनता ने जंगल राज को वापस नहीं लाना चाहता और पश्चिम बंगाल में जो एनर्की है, जो एब्सोल्यूट लॉनेसनेस है, जो टोटल ब्रेकडाउन ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मशीनरी है, उसको पश्चिम बंगाल की जनता समझते हैं. इसीलिए वो तृणमूल से मुक्ति चाहते हैं, उखाड़ कर फेंक देना चाहते हैं.
However, TMC isn't backing down. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee warned BJP and accepted the challenge and said, bring it on.
আরে আমাদের সাথে খেলা অত সহজ নয়. আমরা খেলার আগে পিচটা দেখে নিই. আমরা খেলার আগে খেলাটা জেনে নিই.
That's not all. The counter fire from the TMC camp is getting sharper.
Prime Minister Modi ji, don't be under any illusion. Victory in Bengal is far-fetched for BJP. You and the other leaders of BJP have shown disrespect to women of Bengal. And in Bengal, BJP is known as Bengal Virodhi Zamindars.
Bengal will never accept the politics of Sam, Dam, Dand, Bhed, which you play in order to grab power at any cost. You will do anything to grab power. You will pay money, you will use muscle, you will use intimidation, you will divide and rule.
As both sides tighten their political armor, one thing is clear. The battle for Bengal has begun. And this time, the opening shot has been fired from the Prime Minister himself. Bihar may have set the stage, but Bengal is where the real showdown now unfolds. The political temperature is rising and the game has just begun.
Narendra Modi!
Bureau Report, India Today.
Narendra Modi! Narendra Modi!
Straight to Aparajita Sarangi, Member of Parliament of the BJP, who's joining me live. Aparajita ji is at an event and she has kindly agreed to join me. So thank you so much. Member of Parliament from Bhubaneswar in Odisha. Now the Prime Minister has set the tone that the next round of focus of the BJP is going to be on Bengal, the neighboring state of Odisha.
A very good evening. The results were out yesterday pertaining to Bihar, and we know what happened. Landslide victory for the NDA and Bharatiya Janata Party emerging as the single largest party under the leadership of our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. To my mind, yesterday's victory was not just an electoral victory. This was a very clear-cut, a very decisive endorsement of Prime Minister Modi's working style and his vision for governance, development and accountability. And rightly so, when he said from the ramparts, or rather from the offices, from the premises of Bharatiya Janata Party office yesterday in Delhi, that the wave that has risen in Bihar will be moving towards Bengal. And this is absolutely right. And the Ganga is flowing towards Bengal, and we would be having our government in Bengal very soon. See, this has been a very gradual, very steady, slightly slow, but very steady progression of BJP in West Bengal, and we have to agree to that. In 2016, we had 10.5% of the vote share. Yeah. Yes, let me just complete.
But Bengal is a tough battle.
We had 10.5% of the vote share. Yeah. There was a time when we used to think it was a tough battle. But do you think it is tough battle for us now? We have one Delhi, we have one Maharashtra, and we have one Haryana. One after the other, you know, the people of the states where we thought never ever Bharatiya Janata Party and Prime Minister Modi's governance style would come, have actually become Modi Priya. So I think time is not far, you know, when Bengal will also be modified. And let me tell you, I was giving you some figures. Let's go by statistics and figures. 10.5% vote share in 2016 assembly elections in West Bengal for Bharatiya Janata Party, and thereafter in 2021 during the assembly elections we were at 38.5 vote share, and the number of seats won by us went from 3 to 77 in 2021. Now I think the people of Bengal are tired and they are angry and they want Modi's governance style there too. So I think Prime Minister Modi was absolutely right.
But you have
we are very humble,
a fierce opposition in Mamata Banerjee, who is carefully and cautiously guarding her territory. You will not have an easy march like the way you had it in Bihar. The alliance was dithering, and the alliance led by Tejasvi Yadav did not have a single issue right on ground.
See, let me tell you, West Bengal has lost its fervor under Mamata Banerjee ji. Let me be very frank. I have to actually place before you the fact that there has been back-to-back rape cases, and we are aware of the RG Kar incident, and which shows that there is political interference even in medical institutions. We have flare-ups, communal flare-ups in Malda and Murshidabad. So I think the people of Bengal, as I said, I reiterate, they are tired, they are angry, and they won't change. And I tell you, steadily but surely, we are moving towards more and more number of seats, and we would be actually forming the government. See, when we fought the elections in 2021, we did put in our best efforts. But I tell you, we never thought we'd be able to kind of, remove her from the chair of the chief ministership. But this time, having gone to 77 from 38.5% vote share, I think we are very confident, and there is a basis to it. We are very meticulously working in West Bengal. We have a strategy in place. The organization in every district is getting stronger with every passing day. And I think the message from Bihar yesterday has gone to a couple of states, and I think our Prime Minister did mention Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and West Bengal. So I think we would be doing extremely well this time. One after the other, all these states will be modified because, everybody wants good governance. And what does India want today? Let me tell you very candidly, what does India want today? What do 1.4 billion people of India want today? They want development, not dynasty. They want progress, not appeasement. They want safety, not political violence. And it is only the Bharatiya Janata Party, it is only the NDA which can offer this. Yeah.
Prajita ji, Mamata Banerjee is fiercely opposing SIR. And now the opposition says that the elections in Bihar was not free and fair, and that because of the SIR, you have stolen votes. How will you respond to this charge?
Let me tell you that Rahul Gandhi has all the while been talking about two things. One, against SIR. He raised this issue in the Lok Sabha also in the last session. And he also did talk about vote chori within courts. Kept on making presentations here and there with some facts and figures which I don't know how far they were right. And I think the people of Bihar have shown their maturity yesterday. They showed that, they would not be actually going by things against SIR. What is SIR? The people of West Bengal are far too educated than the people in many other states. The people of West Bengal know that SIR is nothing but sanitization of the voter database. Now, what's wrong about it? If in Bihar, 68 lakh voters are actually removed from the voter list because, there is duplication, because there have been deaths, and there are so many other reasons. I think this is absolutely right, and people of West Bengal will understand this. So one lady trying to be in the chair for the fourth time cannot be, ranting against SIR. Rahul Gandhi's arguments were rejected by the people of Bihar. And let her say what she wants to say. Let Sri Abhishek Banerjee say what he wants to say. Ultimately, the people of Bengal, who are very much educated, very mature, very much enlightened, would actually take the right decision, and the decision would be in favor of Prime Minister Modi's governance style. Yeah.
All right, Aprajita Sarangi, really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for joining us and taking those questions. I know you're in the middle of a celebration, so thank you for making that effort. Let me go straight to this wall and explain to you how the BJP's progress or rise and slow growth in Bengal has been. Let me give you a sense. Just look at this. 2016 assembly, the BJP had won just 3. The vote share was 10.3%. That's how, from where it starts. Remember, at that time, Home Minister Amit Shah was the BJP president. He had started identifying the pockets in Bengal where the BJP wants to establish its, party offices, and that what will be the direction of the party, perhaps the Home Minister, then as the BJP president, had started identifying. Let's look at the elections, the 2019 Lok Sabha polls. What was the picture like in Bengal? This is what it looks like. Okay, first the assembly here. So 5 years later, when the elections are held in 2021, 38.5%, a significant jump from the last time, and the BJP's vote share went up significantly to 38.5%. As far as its seat is concerned, from 3 it went up to 77. In between was the Lok Sabha polls, 2019 Lok Sabha polls. Like most states in India, there was a Modi wave also in the state of Bengal, where the party won 18 of the 42 seats and a vote share of 40.6%. Then we look at the recent Lok Sabha poll, that is of 2024. The BJP's vote share remained intact at 39.1%. Its number of seats, though, went down to 12 from 18 last year in the previous Lok Sabha polls. Let's look at the challenges for the BJP in the state of Bengal now. First one, there is not a single Neta of the BJP who has a pan-Bengal appeal or is as charismatic as Mamata Banerjee, who has that street fighter image, something that ensured a victory after a long regime of the left. Prime Minister Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah have been on the ground, but their other leaders, particularly the state BJP, that is the Bengal BJP, doesn't have much impact in terms of they have their limitations, and that's what is being realized. The big challenge is how do you break into the core TMC voter? That's where the big challenge of the BJP is. And also, what about the significant, almost like 25-30% of the minority vote in Bengal? The BJP is not able to make any dent into that. There's no third party strong enough to cut into TMC's votes. Remember, largely the politics in Bengal before the arrival of the BJP as a significant force, as an opposition in Bengal, has been between the left and the Trinamool Congress. The Congress party's role had ceded to a third place. Now it has gone further down to a fourth place. The game in Bengal is largely between the BJP and the Trinamool Congress. And Trinamool Congress's strong organizational presence is something that the BJP is trying hard to counter. It has strong grassroots presence as well in Bengal. That certainly is a big challenge for the BJP. Let me go straight to Kolkata, where Indrajit Kundu is joining us live. Indrajit, we are looking at the opportunity for the BJP. It has managed to ensure that as far as its vote share is concerned, from 2019 to 2024 Lok Sabha polls, that remained intact. A significant shift, but the number of seats did go down. But the manner in which the Prime Minister had made that war cry from the BJP headquarters, he has set the goal right there. Bengal is going to be next after Bihar.
Well, absolutely. There is great anticipation as far as the Bengal election is concerned. In fact, you would remember Mamata Banerjee was the first opposition leader to raise a stink about SIR when it was announced in Bihar. So that was the time when the Trinamool Congress actually started its groundwork, presuming very well that the SIR was coming to Bengal anytime soon. And now it's a reality. Look, I was hearing Aparajita Sarangi, a lot of BJP leaders who are going gung-ho, especially after the result in Bihar yesterday. But rhetoric aside, the reality, as you just stated, for the Bengal BJP is quite stark. Now, they do have their vote share intact at 39%. But in recent years, if you see the result, from the historic high of 18 Lok Sabha seats in 2019, and there was a momentum in favor of the BJP with the Modi wave. They failed to use that or, somehow get used to it. And therefore, in 2021, you see there was this slogan of 200 par, but they got stuck at 77. Now, the big challenge for the BJP then was to hold on to those 77 seats. What has happened over the past 5 years is that the BJP's number in the West Bengal assembly has reduced because of defections. It's, if my memory serves me correct, it's about 65 right now. And you see what has happened in last year's Lok Sabha elections as well. There were 18 incumbent BJP MPs. They failed to, hold on to their seats, and now the BJP's numbers are reduced to 12. So while the Trinamool Congress as a whole and Mamata Banerjee being in power for so many years is facing anti-incumbency, what on the ground, there are a lot of BJP MLAs and MPs who have also faced similar anti-incumbency. The complaint being that they were not seen on their in their constituencies after they got the mandate and they won. And the biggest challenge for the BJP in Bengal still remains a viable face against Mamata Banerjee, one. And secondly, the number of factions. You have Shubhendu Adhikari, you have Shukanta Majumdar, who is the union minister, and just a few days back, he was the state president. And now you have Samik Bhattacharya, who is yet to announce his core team. And deliberations are on with the central leadership. So the BJP really needs to put its act together and come up as a binding force so that it can deliver that message to its own core voters and party workers on the ground.
Okay. Thank you for giving us that update and your analysis. Let me bring in the guests. R.P. Singh, BJP spokesperson, joins me. Tauseef Rahman is Trinamool Congress spokesperson. Shikha Mukherjee, senior journalist. And Sajjan Kumar is a political analyst and a Bengal watcher. Tauseef, is there a panic in the Trinamool Congress, particularly after the manner in which the NDA swept Bihar?
Good evening, Maria, and good evening to everyone. Well, I do believe the panic is between BJP and the BJP leaders in Bengal, not inside the Trinamool Congress, because it has all created a hype. I mean, if you see the Bihar polls were a contest between the parties active in that state, and the result reflect the political dynamics specific to Bihar. I mean, it is for the INC, RJD and others involved review their performance and identity, the factors that shape the outcome. Our focus remains in Bengal, Maria, where our organization and leadership are fully engaged on the ground. I mean, PM's analogy linking Bihar's result to Bengal through the flow of Ganga may sound poetic, you know, because he likes saying all this. But it has no political relevance. Bengal's mandate has always been shaped by its own culture, political consciousness, and its own expectation from the governance. Bengal does not borrow its political direction from any other state. It's to be precise. If the flow of the Ganga truly paved the way for electoral victories, the BJP must explain why the river has been flowing into Bengal forever and ever, yet they have suffered defeat after defeat since 2011.
Tauseef, one point is that you are talking about the direction of Ganga, and point well taken. But let's not forget that every time Prime Minister makes this kind of a war cry about a particular state, we have seen the results. 2024 Lok Sabha results will now be called an aberration. What happens after that? Haryana Assembly elections swept by the BJP, pro-incumbency vote. Maharashtra swept by the BJP with a landslide. Then comes Delhi, a state they had not won. They formed the government. And now Bihar, despite 20 years of anti-incumbency, it becomes a pro-incumbent state.
As a journalist, Maria, I understand you will accept this chronology and you will understand what the PM is saying. But
no,
you know, when PM
I'm a very reasonable journalist who questions things. So I don't think so. You should take that jibe at me. Please go ahead.
No, I'm not attacking you at all. I understand you're totally neutral, Maria. It's not like, but I do understand you have to take those notes very importantly. But for us, it's not. But for the people of Bengal, it's not important at all what the Prime Minister is saying, because he's never serious. He's the same Prime Minister.
So people of Bengal, for people of Bengal, Shikha Mukherjee, what Prime Minister said was not important. It could be just some poetic reference. How, as a journalist, how do you see that?
Well, I do. One is that there may be a poetic reference in the Prime Minister's reference to the river flowing from Bihar into Bengal. Actually, it goes through Jharkhand, but that's a different matter. And Jharkhand, you know, there was an electoral setback insofar as the BJP is concerned. But having got over the geographical facts of the situation, I think that the Prime Minister's call certainly is creating a political, is politically exciting, because everybody is now going to watch how the BJP, you know, strategizes, how it manages to get its act together. I'm going to use a very simple word: get its act together in Bengal, because it doesn't have its act together in Bengal. And then, you know, how is Trinamool going to react to the challenge? How is all of this going to play out? How is the SIR exercise going to work? And SIR exercise comes with the push by the BJP to get a lot of Bangladeshi Hindu voters, those who are already registered as voters, to submit applications for the CAA. And then, of course, there's always the one wonderful gift that the BJP made to West Bengal or to the Trinamool leadership, which is Bangladeshi language. I mean, if there's one thing that Bengal is sensitive about, It is its pride in its culture and its language. And anything that has to do with it is a red rag to every Bengali, including, and I have to say the BJP has to stop stumbling over these things. You know, if a congressman decides to sing a Tagore song in Assam, there shouldn't be an outcry over it about Amar Sonar Bangla. So, you know, these are unnecessary hurdles the BJP is creating on its own strategy, in its own sort of smooth movement up to the point when it can really oust the Trinamool Congress. It's not to say that there isn't anti-incumbency against Mamata Banerjee, just as there was anti-incumbency against Nitish Kumar and his government.
And just look at this result. I'm saying after the kind of anti-incumbency that we have seen in Bihar, and they have converted an anti-incumbency into pro-incumbency. They know their strategy, they know their management, they have the organization strength. But that's where the challenge comes in a Bengal. I agree with you, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm coming to you. I want to bring in R.P. Singh and Sajjan as well. R.P. Singh, do you think the challenge in Bengal will particularly be about organization? Do you really have your foot soldiers on the ground, the BJP Karyakartas?
Maria, you're asking a question which is known to everyone, that our strength is our Karyakarta only. And Prime Minister yesterday also praised our Karyakarta on ground who were in Bihar, who worked from Panna Pramukh to polling booth Pramukh to Mandal Pramukh to Jila Pramukh to, to the every level there are cadre and there are people who are working on ground. And it's not that we are working now. We have been working there almost now 6 months. Parallel to Bihar election, the working has already started in Bengal. And our workers keep working around the year also. But there is another set of strategic input which has started going into Bengal now. And then, sure, we are going to win. And as Ma'am Shikha, Ma'am rightly said, that it's not difficult to outset Mamata Banerjee. Only thing is that we have to play our card well, and also, how can we forget? Last time Mamata Banerjee contested Nandigram and lost Nandigram. The same Nandigram which turned her career, which brought Mamata Banerjee to TMC, to the Bengal power. And that very Nandigram was her Waterloo.
No, fine enough. Sajjan Kumar, the point that has been made, yes, I'm coming to you. There are organization challenges because, Tauseef, your network is really poor. You have to fix that. So, yes, Sajjan, please come in. Sajjan, in 5 years ago, you perhaps gave us that sense that that Bengal can also be spoken in the context of caste. You know, that caste is not just about Hindi belt or southern states. It's also about a state where linguistic identity may be primary, but the caste is also a reality of Bengal. Now, 5 years down the line, what has the landscape changed and what does the landscape appear to be?
Maria, let's remember that Bengal was always about caste. We have Jogendranath Mandal and others who were there before independence. So it was only after partition of Bengal, when the refugee question and the left, they came together, that the caste question in political realm took a backseat. This is one. 2, 5 years down the line, you also saw that much had changed in Bengal on the ground. While we talk about whatever be the electoral outcome, it's about the causes that would be responsible for that. Would it be about, as has been attributed now, Bengali exceptionalism, that culturally it's different, it thinks differently? I think, yes, every state has some sort of exceptionalism and specificity. But here the question is that much water has flown in the last 5-10 years. You see BJP getting around 40% of vote means that there is also a sort of synchronization with the rest of India. The question is not about whether Bengal thinks differently from other states or not. The question is, does BJP has the organizational strength like Bihar and many other states to translate the anti-incumbency on the ground into seats, into votes? That is the real question. And here comes the question that in 2021 it was primarily BJP was fighting the battle with overwhelmingly people from outside Bengal. In those 5 years with Shubhendu Adhikari on the scene, there has been some attempt, but are they enough or not? And as R.P. Singh was saying that Panna Pramukh and everything in Bengal, still on the ground, BJP has a lot of ground to cover. Would BJP be able to cover those grounds in the remaining time or not? That is the clear. So I do not think Bengal thinking differently. And coming to the caste question, I mean, see the BJP's vote percentage, which it got in 2021 and also in 2024 and also in 2019. Overwhelmingly, BJP is the party being supported by Dalits. It's not only this the Namoshudra and Matua Dalits, you also have Rajbangshi, you also have
yes.
Bagdis, Bauris in Purulia, Jangal Mahal area. So across, Dalits are supporting BJP. You also find overwhelmingly more OBCs are supporting the BJP. It's only among Bhadraloks that you find parity, not a significant lead. What is the crucial problem of BJP that Bengal has almost 30% of minority, which earlier, before BJP was a formidable force, used to split between three parties. Some to Congress, some to CPM, and overwhelmingly more to the TMC. Now they are consolidated bloc because BJP is the formidable challenger, and therefore you have a minority voting orientation. Would BJP be able, to win over the Bhadraloks also, because BJP's appeal among the subaltern Bengali caste, OBCs, Dalits, tribals, is already there. They just have to retain it. The problem is this exceptionalism that basically is a Bhadraloks discourse, would BJP be able to win a section of them or not? So therefore the problem is
perhaps those who set the narrative. And of course, somebody who will have a great degree of acceptability within Bengal. It has pockets of acceptance, but not pan-Bengal leader like Mamata Banerjee. Yes, Tauseef, you wanted to come in.
See, Maria, this is what I've been hearing about caste system in Bengal. You can talk about caste, Dalit, whatever it is, but Bengal knows secularism. Bengal knows only one religion, which is called secularism, and we are very proud of it. Even if you are Hindu, Muslim, or you belong to any community, when people start talking about Bengal and they want to impose a caste system in Bengal, which is not there. Of course, we respect each and every community from Matwa to Santalis, whoever it is, but we all are very secular. So I take it very back when you talk about Bengal and someone starts about religion and caste. It doesn't happen that way. I mean, the claim that Bihar's victory has paved the way, Maria, the Bengal, it's not an analysis. It is a daydreaming thing. Bengal's people have considered.
You're daydreaming. R.P. Singh, why are you daydreaming?
Well, Maria, you just spoke about the Muslim vote and the minority vote. Assam has almost 34 points plus, almost 35% of the Muslim vote, more than Assam, more than Bengal, as for percentage of the voters goes. Right. But we still win and manage elections. And in Bihar, the results which have come yesterday, there are pockets which are Muslim dominated. We have won those seats. JDU and BJP put together has won those seats. So they can keep doing that. I mean, their ministers proclaim Sharia law and Sharia rule in the state. I mean, they can keep doing it, but people will go beyond that. And I'm telling you, women specifically will go much beyond all these Sharias and all these fatwas being ordered by the ministers. I never interrupted you, sir. Please have some manners, please. Did I interrupt you once? You have all the right to speak after me. So the Bengal will also see the same as change as which happened in Assam, and then be very sure by when the election happens there, before that SR will happen, and a lot of the infiltrators will be taken to task, and they will be removed from the list, and then there will be fair list now, and that fair list and fair election will lead to BJP winning the election. And also, obviously, the anti-incumbency of Mamata Banerjee, Maha Mati Manush. Where is Maha Mati Manush today?
Okay, Shikha Mukherjee will perhaps respond to that. Maha Mati Manush has been Mamata Banerjee's slogan. She has taken it consistently, spoken about it and has won 3 consecutive terms. There is anti-incumbency against Mamata Banerjee, but do you think that fire, which which was missing in Bengal, clearly fired in the belly of opposition. That's going to be difficult for the BJP to match because Mamata Banerjee knows how to fight it out against the BJP.
Yes, she does. And, I actually think, I will make a very small point and then I will respond to your question, which is that Bengali exceptionalism as an elite project, that is absurd. Every Bengali is proud of being exceptional. And that's what they always speak about. It's not that they actually have a superiority complex. They do not have an inferiority one, regardless of which class they belong to. However, in terms of Mamata Banerjee's Mamati Manush slogan, she has gone well beyond that, because if you look at how she has systematically cultivated important demographic slices of the population, it's very, very interesting. She began with women, and women are a very loyal constituency for Mamata Banerjee, just as they are for Nitish Kumar. Mamata has a very strong loyal base amongst women. She has reached out to youth in a way which is very interesting. First, she offers them scholarships for higher studies. Then she has announced two or three schemes which are roping in the new voter, the demographic which sort of covers the 18 to 20 age group, 18 to 24, that age group. And it's very interesting. Now she has reached out specifically to Bengalis who are migrant workers. And if we are talking about the migrant worker of Bihar as an issue, the migrant worker of Bengal is linked to what is Bengal's pride. I mean, people are there have been panics all through last year and through much of this year about Bengalis being targeted as Bangladeshis, and of course the rather exceptional case of Shonali Khan, who has been deported, and she's pregnant and she wants to come back. And the High Court has said so, and Bangladesh has said so, but she's not back. So everybody has a stake or skin in the game. How the BJP is going to peel off that skin and put in place something which is as attractive as a 62,000 crore package as was offered to the people in Bihar, it remains to be seen. Maria, I just make one other very small comment, which is that if you look at Maharashtra, if you look at Haryana, and then you look at Bihar, BJP was fighting with very strong, rooted regional allies. In Bengal, it does not have a regional ally. Therefore, it cannot get that boost which it got in Maharashtra as well as in Bihar. And the Bihar case is very clear.
Will you respond to that, R.P. Singh?
JDU won, and so the BJP also
benefited. No, ma'am, it was not also ran here. It was not also ran.
I'm not saying it's also ran. I'm saying
no, but I get that.
Maria, I'm very clear. The BJP, if you look at how the JDU's votes numbers have increased, if you look at how JDU has almost doubled its numbers, if you look at how the votes have moved from other places to the JDU, it does mean that the whole alliance was on a high. It was a wave.
Yes. Yes, I mean, it was a wave, and the fact is that this the various parties pulled up their weight, and the fact is that it was almost like Prime Minister Modi and Nitish Kumar acting as force multiplier to each other. Please go ahead. R.P. Singh, a quick response.
Well, there's another dimension to all of this. Sorry. How can you forget the corruption which has seeped into the Bengal? And Madam was talking about the women. I mean, what has happened to the women? We have seen how women were being raped and how cases were being dealt, the rape cases, how the rapists were being shielded. Every Bengali is very conscious about all this. And also, let me tell you today, disclaimer, my wife hails from Bengal and she is a Bengali herself. So, so we know what is happening on ground, and still my family is in Calcutta. So, but that point aside, how can we forget? She spoke about the youth. How can we forget the recruitment scam? I mean, how will people forget those trunks of laden with the currency? So people have good memory.
This charge of scams and corruption, Tauseef.
Maria, see, this is what I really like your show, because I want these kind of people coming on your shows, because when they open their mouth for Bengal, you know, they will always talk about Sharia law, crime, agitation, but they will never tell you if by chance, even 2.5%, if they ever come in Bengal, what are they going to give to the Bengali people? They have no idea. These are the same people who have stopped Manrega, which is ordered by the court. Court se phatkar padi in log ko ki Manrega ka paisa release karo. These are the same people who have stopped Awas Yojana. These are the same people who have deprived the people of Bengal from central government. You know, our welfare schemes, Maria, continue to reach people with transparency and efficiency single day, every single day. We work round the clock and stand with citizens, not just during election, but every single day again. The BJP, on the other hand, Maria, how they behave? They behave like a migratory birds who appears only for election and then go away.
Let's see whether the BJP will actually be a migratory bird next year. Thank you for joining us, Tauseef, Sajjan Kumar, Shikha Mukherjee and R.P. Singh. That message that came from the Prime Minister from the BJP headquarters becomes crucial. There are 5 states which go to polls next year. And in most states, the BJP is hoping to make its presence felt. The challenge is that can it retain Assam and enter Bengal and repeat its performance in the Lok Sabha the way they did in 2019. Let's listen into what the Prime Minister said. I'm leaving you with that. Thanks so much for watching.
A clean sweep. An elated Prime Minister with Gamcha in hand, soaking in the victory. As he celebrated the NDA win with his cadre in the national capital. Symbolism peaked here. An Aabhar to Bihar with the iconic Gamcha, a Mithila shawl, and his urge to celebrate with a bowl of makhane ki kheer.
बिल्कुल गर्दा उड़ा दिया है। आज बिहार के घर घर में मखाने की खीर बनाना पक्का कर दिया है और मुझे खुशी हुई कि यहाँ भी मखाना की खीर सबको खिलाई गई है। नीतीश कुमार जिंदाबाद।
After all, it's 200 par for the NDA in Bihar this time. The Modi-Nitish duo shattered predictions and cruised towards its second best tally ever after 2010's 206 tally.
Modi, Modi!
The Prime Minister thanked the people of Bihar for choosing good governance and giving a new MY formula. Mahila plus Yuva, a counter to the Mahagathbandhan's old M plus Y pitch.
भारत माता की। बिहार में कुछ दलों ने तुष्टीकरण वाला MY माय फॉर्मूला बनाया था, पर आज की इस जीत ने एक नया सकारात्मक MY माय फॉर्मूला दिया है और ये है महिला और यूथ। नरेंद्र मोदी।
He also declared that Katta Sarkar and Jungle Raj would never return to Bihar.
और मैंने चुनाव में बार-बार कहा था, लेकिन आज मैं फिर कहना चाहता हूं, मैं कहूंगा वापस नहीं आएगी कट्टा सरकार, अब वापस नहीं आएगी। नरेंद्र मोदी।
Then came a blistering attack on the Congress, calling it the Muslim League Maowadi Congress.
आज कांग्रेस मुस्लिम लीगी माओवादी कांग्रेस यानी एमएमसी बन गई है। ये कांग्रेस मुस्लिम लीगी माओवादी कांग्रेस है, ये एमएमसी है। और कांग्रेस का पूरा एजेंडा अब इसी पर चलता है। हृदय से अभिनंदन और वंदन।
Prime Minister Modi also mocked its string of electoral setbacks, saying that the number of MLAs Congress has elected in the past 6 elections is still fewer than the NDA's tally in Bihar polls.
देश के 6 राज्यों में विधानसभा चुनाव हुए और इनमें भी कांग्रेस 100 सीटों का आंकड़ा पार नहीं कर पाई। और आज ही के दिन सिर्फ एक चुनाव में हमारे जितने विधायक चुने गए हैं, कांग्रेस पिछले 6 चुनावों में 6 चुनाव में उतने विधायक जीत नहीं पाई। भारत सरकार के रक्षा मंत्री।
And then came the big dare.
स्वागत अभिनंदन करते।
बिहार झांकी है, बंगाल बाकी है. Prime Minister Narendra Modi shifted the pitch to Bengal, vowing to uproot what he called the jungle raj there.
मैं बंगाल के भाइयों बहनों को भी आश्वस्त करता हूं, अब भाजपा आपके साथ मिलकर पश्चिम बंगाल से भी जंगल राज को उखाड़ फेंकेगी। वंदे, वंदे,
Needless to say, picture abhi baki hai.
वंदे, वंदे।
The stage is set and the next act begins now. Bureau Report, India Today.